Jesus Christ. If you hold to my teaching, you are really my disciples. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Kali, drug. Gauss proof. Tao, not false. Tolstoy gold. Shaw accent. Goethe light. Smith capital. Hirata mapping. Vissolini coin. Bacon knowledge. Aristotle logic. Fermi discovery. Magnus best move. Tesla the future. Franklin honesty. Blake intention. Newton simplicity. Kelvin measurement. Lady Gaga potential. Cities reversible laws. Spielberg undeniable. Homer 175 wisdom never lies. Gandhi truth is my God. Jefferson self-evident. Euler maximum or minimum. St. Augustine confessions. Jose Rizal truth is naked. Hendrix music doesn't lie. Mills independent thinking. Frost why abandon a belief. Woolsey moral responsibility. Fresnel facts before systems. Plato delight in integrity. Merkel correct and important. Hubble unfolding as it should. Bialik hormones of attachment. Grotius laws which make peace. Young light waves versus particles. Maslow dispassionate objectivity. M equally reliance on computers. Yeats the lighting of the fire. Dubbed the enemy of complexity. Jacob Grimm. Lope de Vega complete agreement. John Quincy Adams the best story. Brunelleschi to build for eternity. Perelman emptiness. Calculated. Democritus truth lies in the depth. Kant truth is the child of time. Shakespeare in jest there is truth. Netanyahu strength. Weakness or unilateral retreats. Hemingway 160 the writer's job is to tell the truth. Björn when words and actions agree. Swedenborg conversation with angels. President Halim Jacob, unity of purpose. Tertullian truth persuades by teaching. Berkeley the cry of all the game of a few. Euripides language of truth is simple. Plato, truth is the beginning of every good. Da Vinci art of science greater than less than science of art. Conan Doyle elimination of the impossible. De Spinoza what is most practical probable. Madison experiences an oracle of truth. Jefferson the truth can stand on its own. Martha Graham translation through action. Bono, the less you know the more you believe. Avicenna, truth does not contradict truth. Stravinsky 175, one lives by memory, not by truth. Kim Jong-un nourishing ordinary relationships. Luther peace if possible, truth at all costs. Poincaré experiment is the sole source of truth. Levin truth is a correspondence through structure. Borges 175 truth never penetrates an unwilling mind. Grimm, the true poet, is like a man who's happy anywhere. Victor Hugo invention whose result is reality. All that is required of genius is a love of truth. Paine, he who dares not offend cannot be honest. James Maxwell Clerk the calculus of probabilities. Worth truth takes no account for centuries. Hume truth arises from an argument amongst friends. Wesleyan once of love is worth a pound of knowledge. Hildegard of Bingen the music of heaven in all things. Susan Laurie Parks, tell all the truth but tell it slant. Josephus truth is a thing that is immortal and eternal. Kierkegaard are definitionally in conflict with the majority. Forwarded which neither brings to nor yields to confusion. Freud 175 from error to error, one discovers the entire truth. Darwin the killing of an error, the establishment of a fact. Ibn al-Hazm truthfulness is composed of justice and courage. Grimm, the true poet, is like a man who's happy anywhere. Picasso 160, art is the lie that enables us to realize the truth. Edison truth is governed by natural laws and cannot be denied. Jonathan Edwards, truth is agreement of our ideas with ideas of God. Disraeli time is precious, but truth is more precious than time. Schiller truth exists for the wise, beauty for the feeling heart. Emerson the property of no individual but the treasure of all men. Pascal we know the truth not only by reason, but also by the heart. Euclid 185 the laws of nature are but the mathematical thoughts of God. Maimonides you must accept the truth from whatever source it comes. Bruce Dickinson life is too short to do things we don't love doing. Churchill in wartime truth is so precious she should always be attended by a bodyguard. Zwingli everything that is true is God's word, whoever may have said it. Voltaire, cherish those who seek the truth but beware of those who find it. Steve Martin a kiss may not be the truth but it is what we wish were true. Von Neumann 190. Truth is much too complicated to allow anything but approximations. Frederick Douglass. Truth is proper and beautiful in all times and in all places. Mother Teresa. Truth is we all can love more and lend a helping hand more often. Maimonides. For the knowledge of truth removes hatred and quarrels, and prevents mutual injuries. Newton. Plato is my friend. Aristotle is my friend, but my greatest friend is truth. Jan 11. Our propositions are true if they have the same structure as the world. Lao Tzu. Don't imagine that you'll discover by accumulating more knowledge. Verity. To copy the truth can be a good thing, but to invent the truth is better, much better. Durer. At this I shall rejoice that I was yet a means whereby this truth has come to light. Martin Luther King Jr. The day we see the truth and cease to speak is the day we begin to die. Caesar. Men in general are quick to believe that which they wish to be true. Galileo. All truths are easy to understand once they are discovered. The point is to discover them. Hemingway. All you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence that you know. Curie. There are sadistic scientists who hurry to hunt down errors instead of establishing the truth. Twain. Truth is stranger than fiction, but it is because fiction is obliged to stick to possibilities. Churchill. The truth is incontrovertible. Malice may attack it, ignorance may deride it, but in the end, there it is. Shakira. I prefer an ugly truth to a pretty lie. If someone is telling me the truth, that is when I will give my heart. St. Augustine. Truth is like a lion. You don't have to defend it. Let it loose. It will defend itself. Melanchthon. We must seek the truth, love it, defend it, and hand it down uncorrupted to our posterity. Schwarzkopf. The truth of the matter is that you always know the right thing to do. The hard part is doing it. Jefferson. He who knows nothing is closer to the truth than he whose mind is filled with falsehoods and errors. Ayn Rand. 150. Truth is the recognition of reality. Reason, man's only means of knowledge, is his only standard of truth. Mendeleev. Refrain from illusions, insist on work, and not on words, patiently search divine and scientific truth. Cervantes. The truth may be stretched thin, but it never breaks, and it always surfaces above lies, as oil floats on water. Neil deGrasse Tyson. Objective truths are established by evidence. Personal truths by faith. Political truths by incessant repetition. Whelan. Right. If we worked on the assumption that what is accepted as true really is true, then there would be little hope for advance. James Wood. Fiction moves in the shadow of doubt, knows itself to be a true lie, knows that at any moment it might fail to make its case. Swift. 190. Falsehood flies, and truth comes limping after it. Like a physician who hath found out an infallible medicine after the patient is dead. Kasparov. The point of modern propaganda isn't only to misinform or push an agenda. It is to exhaust your critical thinking, to annihilate truth. Leibniz. The truths of reasoning are necessary and their opposite is impossible. The truths of fact are contingent and their opposites are possible. Max Planck. It is not the possession of truth, but the success which attends the seeking after it, that enriches the seeker and brings happiness to him. Cicero. All truth passes through 3 stages. First, it is ridiculed. Second, it is violently opposed. Third, it is accepted as being self-evident. Pythagoras. Truth is so great a perfection that if God would render himself visible to men, he would choose light for his body and truth for his soul. Bohr. There are trivial truths and there are great truths. The opposite of a trivial truth is plainly false. The opposite of a great truth is also true. Frost. Why abandon a belief merely because it ceases to be true? Cling to it long enough, and not to doubt it will turn true again, for so it goes. Young mistakes are, after all, the foundations of truth, and if a man does not know what a thing is, it is at least an increase in knowledge if he knows what it is not. Pliny the Elder. If you look for truth, you may find comfort in the end. If you look for comfort, you will not get either comfort or truth, only soft soap and wishful thinking. Salvador Dali. The difference between false memories and true ones is the same as for jewels. It is always the false ones that look the most real, the most brilliant. It is good taste, and good taste alone. Milton. For truth is strong next to the Almighty. She needs no policies or stratagems or licensings to make her victorious. These are the shifts and the defenses that error uses against her power. Fenelon. God is both truth and love. You can only know the truth to the degree that you love. Love the truth and you will understand the truth. If you do not love, you do not know love. Love with a humble heart and the truth will love you. Wordsworth. 165. The man of science seeks truth as a remote and unknown benefactor. He cherishes and loves it in his solitude. The poet, singing a song in which all human beings join with him, rejoices in the presence of truth as our visible friend and hourly companion. James Wood. If religion is true, one must believe, and if one chooses not to believe, one's choice is marked under the category of a refusal, and is thus never really free. It has the duress of a recoil. With literary belief, however, one is always free to choose not to believe. Goethe, all that is required of a genius is the love of truth. Dr. Timothy Keller. The gospel is this: we are more sinful and flawed in ourselves than we ever dared to believe, yet at the very same time we are more loved and accepted in Jesus Christ than we ever dared hope.